everybody, and welcome to Train World's Facebook Live. We have a very special first-time edition, and we have Lgb Marklin Trains and two very special guests from their company, Stacy and Gail Cousins, the dynamic duo. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
All right. So let's start off by a slight introduction. This way everybody gets to know you guys, and we'll take it from there.
I'm Gail. I'm General Manager of North America with Marklin. We have Marklin Lgb Tricks in Shuku. Here we're centrally located in the country in Missouri, Jefferson City, Missouri, state capital.
I'm Stacy, and I do some marketing and sales and customer service and whatever is needed here.
Very, very nice. Now, this location is pretty new, correct?
We've been located here not even a year yet. It'll be a year in October.
That's crazy. And so this is a full-out Lgb Marklin facility, and you guys, the main focus is getting Lgb trains, G-scale trains, and even Marklin trains out to the hands to dealers and the world out there now.
Yeah, that's our primary goal. It was years ago when Marklin Lgb was in America. They went back and forth with some other distributors. They did some other things. Things happened, and now we're here trying to get everything going again, get it back to where it was at one time in North America.
That's great. That's great. And today's very special because we got a great lineup. We're going to go over some new products that Lgb has coming out, and we sell tons of Lgb trains. We've been in business, doing business with Lgb for a long time. Marklin actually is now owner of Lgb trains, and the tradition, Marklin is actually the largest train manufacturer in the world, entire world. So great company, great reputation. So we're looking forward to going over some new products with Lgb, and also Gail is kind enough, and Stacy, to show us around their location. So we're excited. I think it's going to be a great episode. And G-scale trains, for some people that don't know, I'll just start by saying, is actually great for the garden outdoor layout as well. So a lot of people say, wow, that's huge. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fit it, but a lot of people use it outdoors. Lgb makes a great quality engine, very rugged. People have their Lgb trains for such a long time. So we're honored to have you guys and show what you guys have new today. And do you guys want to start with the F7?
Sure.
Yeah.
We're honored to be here too, by the way. So.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to be coming out with the Santa Fe Super Chief. And because this is such a special engine for the US, Lgb wanted to do something remarkable with it. So they've come out with F7s before, but a couple different things that they added is handrails along the side and the top. And then, as you know, on the prototype, there is stainless steel on the sidewalls. So Lgb put their thinking caps on and thought, how can we pay homage to the prototype? So they went back to the Glacier on Ice, GE44, and they did the same chrome plating that they did on that. It's a process that's done by the automotive industry. So you need very special plastic to do it. It's almost a 40-step process done by hand.
Wow.
If you can see inside, it starts with the copper and the nickel, and then they just keep building it up. The process takes months to do. Basically, they started these engines last November. The plating is also very, very thin. so you can actually see all the rivets and all the detailing.
Wow.
The factory that does this does things like the BMW logo, so they are very competent at doing it.
Just look at that chrome, really nice. On the Glacier Express, this was a beautiful, beautiful engine. The chroming came out really remarkable and was a great seller. So when these come out, it's going to be really on target.
Yes. It's,
You want to mute that other one, Kim?
it's a train that deserves the respect that the chrome process will give it.
Right. Really nice. Cool.
We're doing a couple other things with the engine to Lgb. If you know who James R. Well, James R. Mann, the artist, he's known for doing landscapes and trains.
Right.
Lgb has, what's the word? Hired him to do something very special. So every time you buy an engine, the Santa Fe, there's going to be 2 A units, each with a different road number, and a B unit. And
cool.
Inside every engine, you're going to get an entry card that you fill out and mail back to us. And then one lucky winner will win an original James R. Mann watercolor, which is
wow.
It's huge.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And if you notice, it's the same train that you're producing.
That we're giving away to pay special homage to the Santa Fe.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Now,
So the drawing will be held at the Nuremberg Toy Fair, and you have until January 10th to enter. So you have quite a while. These should be delivered in October, if all goes well.
very nice. And the Santa Fe War Bonnet, I mean, this is a classic paint scheme. So and everybody goes crazy about it. It's probably one of the best selling road names, engines out there ever, for anyone who has produced trains. And so I think the added feature of the chrome is going to really come out really nice. So we're excited for that. And now you guys have a club as well, and you're offering something special for the club?
Yes. The Lgb Club, it's just $99 a year to join. You get the Depeche magazine 4 times a year, 2 DVDs. During the year, it's a year in the life with Lgb. You also have the ability to buy models that are made just for club members. So, you can see this. Last year, there's always a European model, but last year, for the first time, we created a model just for the North American market, which was the Sinclair Oil car. In the iconic green dinosaur, it's very fun. And what Lgb did this year is they're coming out with the special engine, and they're coming out with the yellow bonnet. So it's very, like, this train's very limited. This one is super limited. So you can only buy it if you're an Lgb Club member.
Yeah,
so
and just so you guys know, if you're a club member through the Lgb partnership, you could bring in, usually there's a order form, a dealer card, and you bring it to your dealer and we'll special order it from Lgb for you guys. And but between the yellow bonnet and the red original Santa Fe paint scheme, these are going to be really beautiful engines. So we're really looking forward to you guys.
And we might come out with another color scheme in this series next year, so you'll want to have the entire collection.
Okay, very cool.
That's a tease.
And you guys also have passenger cars to go along with this, right?
Yeah, the Streamliner series, so all of those are being introduced.
Very cool.
This will be this year.
Yeah.
Very nice. And what do you guys have for, I saw on top, I see a lot of Coca-Cola, and it seems to be a new series, Gail.
It is a new series. The Coca-Cola, we came out with the yellow paint scheme. Years ago, we did a yellow paint scheme. I'm sure you remember, your dad remembers.
Yep.
It's not our design. It's a Coca-Cola paint scheme.
Cool.
So we did this little locomotive, the boxcar, tank car. This is actually a European model, but very popular in the U.S. and in the caboose. Later this year, we're coming out with a crew cab, a crew car, and a couple more mogul, which will be out later.
Baggage car and a half baggage car.
So we have some more Coke. We have a little bit of this left. And then if you want to pre-order the new stuff coming, which you may have already done, it'll be out third quarter as well.
Yeah, that paint scheme is really nice. And I remember LGB used to make a lot of Coca-Cola stuff back in the day, and we actually used to import it by the container load, LGB. I mean, LGB was at times so hot and popular because it was new, exciting, and people wanted to get it on their layouts. So during those times, G scale was actually just as big as the other scales, if not even bigger. So it was a crazy time years ago, and a lot has changed, but it's great to see that you're bringing back the old time classics, and that yellow with the graphics. I mean, those graphics are beautiful. So it seems like the artwork or manufacturing process has just really improved over the years, for sure.
Classic artwork too. It's not just, fantasy. It's actually classic artwork from Coca-Cola.
Right, exactly. And I'm going to share my screen as well, because you did announce this new kind of like a crew car, a little speeder. So this is motorized. It says tasty, drink Coca-Cola, and it's kind of like the old kind of classic Coca-Cola look. So really neat. We're excited for this. This was just announced in your summer 2020 catalog, and we're excited, and hopefully you should be mailing those out soon and getting those up online. This is their new 2020 Christmas car. And Christmas is really a big deal for you guys, right? Right, Gail and Stacy?
Christmas is our biggest. I mean, every year Christmas is crazy. Which each year we try to come out with a little bit more. So we came out with the Christmas car that you're showing now, and then we're also doing a new locomotive, Chloe Christmas locomotive, which is there, and then her car to go with her. And they're both just simply beautiful. Going to be extremely popular because Chloe herself is a very popular engine. And that Christmas decoration, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, we've seen a large amount of orders on any Chloe, but especially for this Christmas, I think it's an affordable price. It's a great engine, and then you could add on with the passenger cars. So we're seeing a huge number of orders on this. And the 2020 Christmas car for LGB, it's become kind of iconic for you guys to come out with that yearly Christmas car where you have to get that dated Christmas car. It's funny. So we sell in retail and mail orders. So when you growing up, selling it in retail store, everybody comes in and they want the 2020 Christmas car, the 2020 Christmas car, or that year Christmas car for LGB. So they got to collect them all.
Yeah, we appreciate every one of them.
Yep. And then here are the F7 Chrome units. You got Santa Fe, both A units, and then the B, so you could create an ABA and also just have a single A if you want it. So they didn't do a set, they broke it up separate. And I think that's smart because some people may just want an engine or only have room for one engine, and some people want the whole set. So very smart. And we got all the passenger cars to match up. We're taking pre-orders. Here's the dome car, just really nice. And then here's the Coca-Cola stuff, and this is the mogul that's really unique, different. You see the balloon smokestack, really cool. And the graphics with the old kind of pinup classic Coca-Cola girls, just really nice, beautiful artwork. And some of them are already coming in stock. Some of them we're still taking pre-orders. And again, this was the new American release for summer 2020. So a lot of stuff, guys.
Trying to get more each year, you know, trying to get LGB back to what it was.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I think right now we're heading into summertime, and it's strange because I feel like I guess in New York each spring is kind of like getting less and less, but the summer, you know, we still have a full summer. So now's kind of the time to get out your G-scale train set. If you don't have one, LGB is a great company to get started. Your track, when you lay it out, you could actually leave it outdoors. You don't need to take it inside. Obviously, during winter time, it's preferred to take it in, but if you want to leave it out, people do that too. I mean, I see YouTube videos of your snowplow, and people, when it's snowing, they have your actual snowplow just piling the snow out so they could run the trains. It's unbelievable.
It's very, very true. Of course, you know, we prefer to be in the sun and shine all the time. Fortunately, you know, for like your area, it's amazing how many people do the outdoor trains.
Year-round hobby.
Yeah, it truly is. So you guys get to see it for the winter time. You get a spike during Christmas time, and then also during summertime for the garden layouts. And some people are asking about questions about sound, and I will try to get to them on that. I'm not sure if the moguls or A units have sound.
The mogul does.
The mogul.
Well, all of it does. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The mogul has sound. The AVA has sound.
Okay.
The crew car is ready.
Right.
You can accept a decoder for sound.
Okay, so I probably got to update my listing, and I'll get back to you guys who have answered questions. But a big announcement. Gail was kind enough to offer to kind of take a walk through the back. Is that still okay, Gail?
Yeah.
All right, and Stacy.
Can't guarantee it won't be shaky.
Well, I think Gail's going to be the cameraman, and we'll get a tour by Stacy, right, Stacy?
Yes, absolutely.
We'll start in here. This is our big lobby area, and eventually we'll have cases with trains, and we're hoping one day to have an open house event here. So everyone will be welcome to come and check things out for themselves.
Okay.
We'll have layouts. We'll have
brats, all the good German food.
Okay, very cool.
Right. You want to switch over? We'll begin.
All right.
This is our little Marklin layout.
Marklin, can you see us on this now? Are you good on that?
Yep.
All right. So this Marklin layout actually came from Germany. We're going to have it running in the near future. Wow. It's a layout that used to go to shows all over Germany, and here it is in Jefferson City now.
So this is our repair room. It's under construction. We have lots of parts, and then we'll set up some testing areas so we can make sure things are running as they should, or if you send it back to get fixed, we can fix it for you. Readable, you can do this.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, this is the warehouse. We have Marklin, Trix, and Lgb in here. And our new line that we just started distributing, Schuko. It's die-cast toys out of Germany, and there's everything, military, cars. There are 5 different scales. You can get collector cars and tractors. So stock of my world, the products that's for kids 3 and younger, and then a sea of red boxes. What I think is really fun is Germany sent us these E.P. Lehman cases that came from the original Lgb. So it's fun to have a real piece of history here in our warehouse. And some were still labeled with the part numbers, so we tried to match them up.
That's neat. And it's very neat, I must say. So who's neater, Gail or Stacy?
Say it again.
Who's the neat one out of the 2, Gail or Stacy?
Oh.
Stacy. I'm keeping us nice and hygienic during this pandemic time.
We get that.
Seas of red boxes, and then we have a huge overflow of starter sets.
You see, we're 3 piles high here, Ken, so we're stacked to the ceilings.
And that's great to see, because a lot of times during Christmas, things get crazy and people want their trains right away. And even during the springtime or summertime rush for garden trains. So it seems like LGB wants the product to be more available to the consumer. And I think that's a key point, because I think when you first started telling me about, creating this facility, that was your main point, to have LGB, Marklin, Tricks kind of available for the consumer, the dealer, just so all our shops can get stock right away. Because your location, in Germany is just so far away. So now you kind of cut down that commute where it's readily available for the dealers to get access to your products.
Yeah. And we're trying to make it better. We've already done quite a bit. We're trying to make it even better, because there's stuff that we don't necessarily know you need until you tell us, and then once you tell us, we get it in stock, and then we'll have it in stock. You can see this is a lot of rolling stock that we have. You come over here, this aisle is just full of parts already for LGB. Only, and it grows every time we make an order. Switches, power supplies, all that good stuff in that aisle. And then if you keep on going, you see the red bins in the background full of more parts, because it takes a lot of parts to run a train, and so that whole wall is just strictly nothing but parts.
And with catalogs, if you need a catalog, just let us know. We'll send them out to you right away.
I don't think you want to say that to us, Stacy, because all of our employees are going to ask for 10 brochures and catalogs each.
That's no problem.
I constantly get harassed by our employees for Marklin and LGB catalogs. So,
that's good though.
Yeah, it's a good thing, except when you gotta keep on hitting them over the head, telling them they're coming. Don't worry. But that's great to see all those catalogs.
Yeah.
Could show the club area.
This is so moving on. We have a lot of other areas. Of course, we have the shipping area. We have this area here is where our clubs are managed, where you saw the Sinclair tank car and the future Yellow Bonnet. This is where all the club manages is. The magazines, the different club gifts that we have, all that good stuff.
Show area.
Yeah, this is where we do all our show setups and try to get them, the different things we're going to show at each show. That's just for this morning shipping area. That's what's going out today. And then
If you're in the neighborhood and you need a pallet, come on by.
So did you guys learn just like off the cuff how to use a pallet jack and a forklift mobile?
Yeah.
Basically, the day we opened this facility, we had 4 trucks coming in. And I had 2 gentlemen from Germany here to help me with setting the shelves and setting the product. And they both said they didn't know how to drive a fork truck. So all of a sudden I'm learning how to drive a fork truck by unloading 4 trucks. So you learn to become quite efficient.
Well, I hope there weren't any accidents.
None that I want to talk about.
Very good. And Ken wants to know where the facility is located. I'm not sure if you mentioned in the beginning.
It's in Jefferson City, Missouri.
Okay.
And it's in a nice area of industrial type area.
Visitors are welcome. Just let us know you're coming so we can have something ready for you.
You gotta get your temperature checked, all that good stuff.
Yeah, well, you got to be careful right now saying that. You're gonna have a lot of people outside space. But
you make Lgb masks.
Yeah. And I also saw you pass by some Z-scale starter sets, and it's interesting, Gail and Stacy, because we actually just started carrying Z-scale a couple of years ago because of you guys. You came out with this really cool Z-scale starter set to kind of get into the hobby and more of a Christmas novelty to put on your coffee table. And it's a really cool design. It looks like a Christmas package that you just want to open up. So no wrapping required.
Correct.
And
we actually have 2 different versions. This is an older one. And the newer one, we've sold so many recently that I have to use the fork truck to get up and get one off the high shelf. But to move on with the Z-scale, this aisle with all the Marklin products in it, starting here down to there is all Z-scale stuff because it's just becoming so popular, Ken. And we actually have this starter set too that you may want to try to do something with as well. It's just a regular starter set, not Christmas oriented.
Easter clothes.
Yeah, that's great. And something about Marklin, like everybody I speak to who's older, who has been in a war overseas or has traveled overseas, I mean, they all know the company name Marklin. I mean, it's just iconic brand of trains, and to be paired up with Lgb, I think it was a really great marriage together.
Yeah.
So we're really excited for the future and what it brings, and I think it's really important for the train industry that such a great family owns the company, that it will continue the tradition of just a great quality train.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, we always hear every show, everywhere we go. Even when I was at your store, there's people, that want to tell you the story of when they learned about Marklin.
Right.
And when their father was in the military or the grandfather, somebody bought them a train, they still have it. And many of them actually will go and get them out of storage after talking with us because they realize they now can work on it again. And it's just great.
Yep. And there are theme parks all over the world and different outdoor displays that have G-scale trains that display them. So it's really nice to see outdoors and even indoors around the tree. Your basic Christmas starter set has gotten so many people into trains that I think it's great for the industry, the hobby, and families. What kid doesn't want a huge G-scale Christmas train around the tree, running around, smoking with sound? So I think it's really cool what you guys do.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you guys too. It's without you being out there for us, it's we wouldn't be able to do it, Ken.
Well,
speaking of that, see the tall pallet on the very tall. That is some Christmas starter sets just waiting for you. So
all right.
we get those in, get them on a truck just now for you.
Well, Gail, if you promise me you're not the one driving the forklift, then I'll order.
It's better than me.
Yeah, we'll put Stacy on the fork truck for you.
I'll take my shot with Stacy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
all right, sir.
But this was great. Thank you guys so much, both Stacy and Gail. I think it's really important to see the kind of foundation that Lgb Marklin has been growing inside of America, and just bringing the distribution back and more trains accessible. I really think it's a great thing what you guys are doing. So we appreciate you guys showing. You guys have ton of new products. We're going to continue to send out some product emails and this video going forward. So we hope you guys enjoyed it, and we want to thank Gail and Stacy for opening up their doors, and we want to thank the entire family and company of Marklin Trains, and we appreciate everything.
And we'd like to thank all the Lgb fans out there. They're so dedicated to the line, and we wouldn't be here without them. So a huge shout out and thank you to all of them.
Great. And you could get all your Lgb trains at TrainWorld.com. Shop online 24/7. All the new items that you saw today that Stacy and Gail showed us, the Chrome F7 and the Coca-Cola stuff, we're either taking pre-orders or we have them in stock. And don't forget, pre-order your Christmas car now. They do sell out.
They do. Yes, they do.
So place your pre-order. And thank you guys so much for another special edition. And we'll see you guys soon. Thank you, Stace. Thank you, Gail. We'll see you guys soon.
Thanks, Ken. Talk to you later.